I have been trying to capture some film in the Arizona area of trails that are good for seniors to hike. And so today's trail was the Montezuma Well. It's located about an hour and a half north of the Phoenix, Arizona area, and it was well worth the drive. My husband and I live in Surprise, Arizona, on the outskirts of Phoenix, and we're really glad that we made this trip today. We have been to see Montezuma Castle in the past, but this is the first time we've been to the well. If you have trouble making stairs, then it may be a little difficult for you. The stairs were just enough to have my 75-year-old body huffing and puffing just a little at the top of the stairs. But if you can do steps, then there's sporadic steps going up to the top of the hill where the well is. And then the rest of the path is back downhill again with a little trail that leads off to some beautiful little shaded area where there's a stream. So take a stroll with me and see what this trail is all about. And as you can see, this path, it's paved and then a few steps, paved and a few steps, gradually climbing the hillside up to the well. And it wasn't anything that my body couldn't handle. I will admit, by the time I got to the top, I was a little bit winded. I need to get out on these trails a little more often, that's what it means. But by the time I got to the top, the sight was beautiful and it was worth every step. And here we are. Surprisingly, the Aztec Emperor Montezuma has no connection to the site of Montezuma Castle or Montezuma Well, nor did he have any connection to the earlier indigenous people who occupied the area back in the day. The well is a natural limestone sinkhole, and it contains a nearly constant volume of spring water, even in the drought season. It's highly carbonated, it has high levels of arsenic, and it's filled with leeches. So you don't want to try to sneak in there and go swimming. In spite of the leeches or any other critters, this body of water was a beautiful sight. I was actually surprised to see these geese swimming in it. And the one you see swimming across the water there, I earlier saw on the bank, and it looked like she was nesting. The gatekeeper said that the trail loop is about 1/3 of a mile, with several short trails leading off of the main trail. The Swallow Trail was closed for the summer to protect the bats, but we did take one of the little offshoots that went down by the stream. This was a beautiful little hike down in there. There are steps, no handrails. This is a beautiful offshoot trail from the main loop. And if you decide to do the Montezuma Well hike, I highly recommend taking this little trail down here. It's peaceful, quiet, it's shaded. You get the sound of the stream running down below, and the only other sounds is the birds. Fortunate for us today, there weren't any other hikers along this loop. Hopefully, over the sound of my footsteps, you can hear that water. There's a little irrigation canal running along the side. They say the canal dates back to the 8th century. This little tiny footbridge goes across the canal. And the path leads down a little farther and ends with some nice little rock formations and a huge tree that towers above us. And I believe that tree is a sycamore tree. When we get to it, Take a look. Make a post in the comments and tell me, am I right? Is that a sycamore tree down here? What do you think? Sycamore tree or something else? And this little bird was really enjoying that water out there. So going back up, I wanted to actually show you the extent of the stairways going up the hill again so that you know exactly what you're going to be faced with. They're gradual uphill steps. I did get a little bit winded, but just stop and enjoy the beauty, enjoy the sounds, and take your time going back up. Once you're back to the top of these stairs, the rest of the trail is paved path back to the parking lot and all downhill. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you get a chance to get out to the Montezuma Well.